I don't want to lose my wife, and I'm wanting to know what I can do to bring us closer together. It's like we're doing amazing, or we're fighting like cats and dogs.
Well, you can't do anything about how she sees you. And if you try, it'll just get worse, because you can't stand on your head in enough different ways to fix what somebody else thinks is wrong with you. Seriously. But there's something that you're not understanding. And as we visit here, just briefly, this is just going to make so much sense to you. We really like the way you presented this to us, because not only were you articulate about it, but you were completely accurate about it. But also, it's the way it is whenever anybody isn't getting along. In other words, but it's rare to find someone who acknowledges that it's usually the same things that are bugging me about you are the same things that are bugging you about me. Because law of attraction is honing in on the active vibrations. So we just want to say all of that was logical, and your words perfectly mirrored what's going on vibrationally, which is a really refreshing conversation, because it will be easy for you to hear what we're going to say, which will help you to move into a place that will get you more of what you're wanting. The most significant thing that we want to say is that, and we said it in part, but we want to amplify it. We want you to take your attention away from her complaints about you, because her complaints about you aren't really about you. And your complaints about her aren't really about her. Now that's hard to hear, because it seems like it. Seems like before you did that, I felt better, and after you did that, I felt worse, so you're the reason I feel bad. But just stay with us for a little bit, and it will all make sense.
Okay.
As you have interacted with her, now remember, doing nothing about trying to placate her by you changing. But what you can do something about is your vision of her. And the reason that you must do something about your vision of her is because you created, through every argument, through the good times and the not good times, you've created a vortex version of this relationship. Now she has too. In fact, it's interesting, as we feel you and as we feel her through you, your vortex versions of the relationship that you each want are as close to identical as anything that we've ever seen. What she has put in the vortex as a result of living with you, and what you've put in the vortex as a result of living with her, it's the same thing. What's freaking you out is that you're frequently not a vibrational match to your vortex version. And what's freaking her out is that she's frequently not a vibrational match to her vortex version. Is this making sense to you? Now, you can't do anything about, no matter how hard you try, just give it up. You can't do anything about making your reality match her vortex version. That is just way more. There are too many universal forces that are involved in it. But you can do everything about focusing so completely on your vortex version of her that you come into alignment when you think about her. And you know what's going to happen to her when you're in complete alignment with your vortex version of her? She's going to feel the love that you feel only when you are in alignment with the vortex version of her. So what we're really saying, and it really is odd in a physical world, we want you to fall in love with the version of her that you put in your vortex, because you have no control over the other one. When you're in the vortex, you feel such appreciation at where you stand, and you feel appreciation of every squabble that resulted in this expansion. So you're holding no blame to yourself or to your wife. You're just feeling appreciation for the expansion that you've achieved together. And so she's upset, and you don't want her to be upset, so you focus upon the version of her who is not upset. And she says, why aren't you paying attention to me? Come here and talk to me about this. And from inside the vortex, you say, I love you so much. I've been thinking so completely about who we are. I so appreciate everything that you have contributed to who I am. I want to find words that you can hear, and this probably isn't the best time, but I'm so adoring you and us. I know that this can only get better, and I don't want any of it to ever have not been good for you. The day I met you, what I wanted and what I still want is that your life would be wonderful. Every time I look at you, that comes clear and clear to my mind. I don't always live up to my own vision of who you are or who we are, but I sure want to. There isn't anything I want more than our happiness, your happiness. And we promise you, she just can't stay mad when you feel like that, but you can't fake it. You got to be in the vortex. You got to know that. You've got to own it. You got to be true to who the two of you have become. You see, often when we're visiting with someone, we're talking about your vortex, what's in your vortex. In this case, we're talking about what the two of you have put there. And it is our promise to you that when you harmonize with your vortex, you'll harmonize with her vortex. We can feel the power of this relationship.
It is a subject where if you will allow yourself to think back on the elements that you achieved, it can teach you the successful recipe for the creating of anything.
I guess I don't feel like I've achieved success in that area. Like I have a lot of, maybe guilt or shame for various past experiences. And now I'm with my perfect mate who absolutely adores me, and I really feel love for the first time, I think.
Do you think it is necessary to hold the same topic as that which you are giving your undivided attention to for all of the days of your life? Or is this something that weaves in and out like so many other subjects? Therein lies your trouble. You've been taught that I should do things for you and that your desire is more important than my desire. Your parents taught you that. Your church teaches you that. Your government teaches you that. Your teachers teach you that. And almost everyone says, never mind what you want. This is what I want you to want. This is more important. And someone said it very clearly here today that the desire must come forth from within. And it's absolutely true. The desire must come forth from within. So the first thing that we would do if we were standing in your physical shoes, we would decide to make it all right that the desire is not coming forth from within.
Yes, that's how that feels good.
We would say things to ourselves such as, there are many things that I'm interested in. There are things that I'm excited about. That is something that once was there. It is something that may very well be again. What I'm really reaching for is connection with source energy. We want to say to you, the height of the sexual experience is more about allowing source energy to flow than anything. That's what that peak experience really is about. It's a moment in time where you are asking and allowing in a very powerful thing. It is that coming together. That's really what that is all about. So now sit, and since this is a subject of sexuality, focus upon this love of your life, this one that is loving you so much, and just sit with this tender, willing, wanting desire to express positive aspects of this one. And begin by just focusing upon those things that are so easy, but get very specific about the things that you love about this one. And it is our promise to you that the combination of this desire that you've set forth already here today and the ensuing alignment that will take place as you are writing literally pages of positive aspects, you will begin to feel this intimate sexual stirring, because you just cannot adore someone with this powerful connection in light of the fact that you've already awakened this other desire, and then through the process of positive aspects align with who you really are without that beginning to stir within you.